Senator, Governor, one of the things I really love about two-way is that people tend to come on and leave their partisan lens at the door. So thank you very much for that. Reference immigration. Listening to the two of you, I bet you both could sit in a room for an hour and figure out the immigration problem without rancor, without animus. So my question is, outside of the two things most people agree on, which is criminals need to get out, the border needs to be secure, what are three areas of immigration the two of you agree with? And if you can do that here in a couple of minutes, why can't the federal government do it?
I think we've already shown agreement. I've heard some things with the senator saying she has no problem with it. I think she said this, and I've heard other Democrats say this. They have no problem enforcing immigration law against those illegal immigrants that have broke other laws.
Absolutely.
And that's a change, actually, from the Democrats. It's coming more toward the center on the issue because they were on their heels on that issue. And the Republicans, I think most Republicans now would probably say, there's no way we can sweep everyone off the streets for various reasons. They don't have the capability. The economy will be impacted and so forth. I think there's a middle ground on immigration. And I bet the senator and I were in Washington. We got in a room. We could come up with an immigration bill. You know, Ben Chavis and I worked together, who's from North Carolina, Dr. Ben Chavis, good friend of mine from Durham. He's working at Duke right now, in fact. You know, we found out with no labels that we agreed on 90% of the issues. And I thought he was some radical left winger, and he thought I was a radical right winger because that's how the media portrayed us. And I could tell this senator is, you know, first of all, I'm very impressed with you, Senator, the way you know the issues and communicate. I'm excited about North Carolina's future with people like you in office.
Yeah, it's a slightly misleading impression. I don't want folks to think that every state senator from around the country is quite as bright and well informed as this one. So.
Oh, they are. Of course.
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
I said when I was governor. I had to.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Ray, did you want to ask anything else or say anything else?
Well, I'm going to jump into.
Oh, yeah, please do,
Thank
Senator.
you, Ray, for the question. And I love your Christmas decorations. They are everything. I am jealous that I'm not as with it as you with the Christmas decorations. But to your point, I can't. It's called Chatham House Rules, where we can't say everybody that's a part of the group. Ironically, there is a bipartisan group in North Carolina, not just electeds, advocates, law enforcement, that's that sheriff I mentioned, where we are saying, what can we do right around immigration here in North Carolina today? And similar to myself and Governor McCrory, we agree on so many things, particularly when it comes to your schools, your religious places, focusing on those who have committed crimes. I would even add violent crimes. I would like to be the focus. I would like, discretion, doing it in a way that's not disruptive to communities. I think there are a lot of good things we can do with it. One that we have not talked about tonight in the midst of this healthcare crisis are highly skilled, specialized labor. For healthcare specifically, we will never have enough. If you are a nurse or a LPN or a MD, I want to keep you here because we don't have enough. We have an aging population. People are getting older. I have a constituent that is 113 years old, and she still needs health care. And so I think there's very specific skills. Tech, IT is another one with me representing the Research Triangle Park. I think that if you have very specific, highly valued skills, that's another reason. And I don't view it as taking jobs away. I lead with healthcare because we will literally never have enough. We are struggling with all areas of healthcare where we don't have enough people. Specifically, nurses is one. I don't want to lose a single nurse because I want to keep people alive when they go to the ER, when they go to the doctor. I want them to get the healthcare that they need. So specialized
Mark,
skills is one for me.
Mark, if I could say one other thing, as you see, we're communicating with each other. The party's leaders don't like to see people communicate with each other. There's a disincentive for elected officials. I'm no longer an elected official, so I don't care. Well, I care, but I don't have to worry with those constraints. But there's on both parties, as George Washington warned us, actually constrained or punished for working together across the aisle. And that's a sad commentary, and both parties are to blame for that.
Yeah. Ray, thank you. If you're looking for comfortable clothes for yourself or perhaps for holiday presents, now's the time to get 40% off. Yes, you heard me. 40% off Cozy Earth, all on the website. Go to cozyearth.com. Right now, use the code 2way for 40% off. The bamboo pajama set, The bubble cuddle blanket. Can you imagine 40% off a bubble cuddle blanket? This is a great country. If more of you bought the bubble cuddle blanket at 40% off, I think you'd probably say the country is on the right track rather than the wrong track, because it's an extraordinary product. And to get 40% off of that is even more extraordinary. They're having a Black Friday sale at CozyEarth.com right now. It's based on my calendar. It's not actually Friday, but it is available to you. Use the code two-way at CozyEarth.com for 40% off. Wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. Sheets, towels, pants, pajamas, everything on the site. Amazing. 40% off. CozyEarth.com, promo code two-way, 40% off your full order right now.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.